And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. A look at the Magic starting group. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Terrence Ross is out there with DJ August. There are going to be problems, aren't there? Early on.
There's always going to be adversity throughout the season. If you have a championship caliber team, there's going to be some ups and downs.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Siakam. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Johnson. Then for the Magic, Evan Fournier comes in for Ross. And Chase subbed in for Augustine. Lowry with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. Lowry passes to Ibaka. And Greg, last season, the best scoring average of Serge Ibaka's career.
Even with a down year as far as his three-point shooting, Ibaka's still very efficient, getting more of his offense around the rim, playing some at the 5.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And in recent seasons, we've seen Serge Ibaka involved in some extracurriculars. He can get a little chippy out there.
Yes, indeed. Last season, he had a 3-game suspension. Penalties can escalate for repeat offenders, something he's got to be aware of.
Outside Lowry. 14 feet away. That one drops for him.
I'll tell you what, Lowry has a number of ways to beat you from the mid-range.
The Magic trail by 3. Pass to Gordon. Back to Che. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And even though Che didn't make too much of his time last game in that debut, Coach wanted to see a little bit more from him tonight.
Greg, I agree with you. It wasn't an easy start for him in his career, but this team is showing that they're going to give him ample chances to learn on the fly during the early stages of the season.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And he banks in the layup. Che's got his second bucket.
Well-designed play. Che catching in rhythm and delivering.
Fournier against Powell. Here's Lowry. Rebounded by Isaac.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Here's Sue. Gordon kicks to Che. Outside Fournier. Orlando moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Che outside. From outside off the mark. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 1. Hollis Jefferson passes to Powell. Ibaka outside. Here's Gasol. And that one goes long. Well, Orlando shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. Powell with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Hollis Jefferson. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
The feed now to Gordon. Pass to Isaac. On the wing, Che. And it's Gordon missing.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
Hollis Jefferson. No good from outside. To the paint. Here's Che. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And here's a look at the stats for Vucevic. Coming off a terrific season. He was around 21 points per game last year, 12 rebounds and 4 assists. And no secret, he can score the ball. #1 on the team last year.
He loves being the go-to guy. You can see it in his swagger. And boy, he sure lit it up last season.
OG Anunoby's checked in for the Raptors. Thomas comes in for Kyle Lowry. Shea dishes to Fultz. Back to Shea. Got a hand on it. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. It doesn't go for him. Nice D from Fournier. The Magic trail by 3. Here's Bamba, and the dunk by Bamba.
Staying open to what develops, one of Che's biggest strengths as a playmaker.
Here's Powell. Pass to Thomas. Out to Ibaka from outside the arc. Hands it from downtown. Ibaka's got 5.
Stretching the floor for Ibaka, this shot's become second nature.
Shea passes to Fournier. Back to Shea. Trying to find Bamba. He gets it to him. Here's Shea. That one doesn't drop. Now Toronto takes it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
It was really that second wave in the rotation that took the offense to another level.
Here's Fultz. Offensive rebound. Bamba dishes to Shea. There's 1:17 left to play in the first. Hollis Jefferson passes to Ibaka.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7.
Some changes for Toronto. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Stanley Johnson comes in for OG Anunoby. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Thomas. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Gordon comes in for Al Farouk Aminu. Isaac's checked in for Caspi. And Chase subbed in for Fultz. Greg, you look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach.
Lowry and Powell, the guards. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Johnson in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And the dunk by Powell.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. And he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. And after winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. Gasol inside. Vucevic defending. Johnson from outside. And Gasol slams it in.
You know, he's smart. He's steady. Marc Gasol, he just knows where to position himself to make that play.
Shea passes to Gordon. Back to Shea. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Inside, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
Talk about a guy who's willing to work. Shea did all 4 years of college, fought through the combine, fought through summer league, and look at him now.
And Raptors president of basketball operations, Masai Ujiri, not just doing an amazing job in Toronto, he's also had a huge role in the growing of the game in Africa.
Growing up in Nigeria, he fell in love with the game of basketball, and he has worked his way up. Now he's given a hand back, building pathways for others to follow in his footsteps, bringing the development and leadership to the continent. Took him a while to get going, but here in the second quarter, he's found his rhythm.
To the inside, Powell with the steal. The drive by Lowry. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Shea with it. Lowry picks him up. Gasol with the steal. 4-on-3 break. Here's Johnson, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Another turnover there leading to a basket.
You know, for a player like Stanley Johnson, you are just waiting for the offense to come around. He has shown to be a solid defender, but that's just not enough to find consistent minutes.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Lowry passes to Hollis Jefferson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Well, it's been difficult for Stanley Johnson to live up to his draft spot of number 8 overall back in 2015.
You see the talent, Kevin. The fans are still waiting for Johnson to turn the corner with his offense. He's still working to pass the 40% mark from the field in his career.
Left side, Gordon. Back to Shea. Shot clock at 5. And Fournier kicks to Shea. But they get it back. Vucevic the pass to Shea. Gasol with the steal. Lowry against Fournier. The baseline Jay. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 6th rebound on the night.
I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally.
Lowry against Fournier. Shot clock at 6. Offensive rebound.
This is how it's been so far. He's missed every shot he's taken, and the team is suffering the consequences.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Back to Jay to halt the run. Rebound by the Raptors. Hollis Jefferson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
The drive by Lowry. Great D that time from Shea.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Here's Lowry. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Shea dishes to Gordon. Kicks it out to Shea. Fires the 3. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Hollis Jefferson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Powell. The teardrop falls in. Powell's got 6 here in this quarter.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get...
Oh, he made it!
He got it to go, and he beat the buzzer.
Wow. That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
I didn't think that shot had any chance of going in. Just shows you that anything can happen in this game.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close.
Thanks very much, Coach. The offense seemed to...
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back following halftime.
Gotta pick up the intensity on D. For sure.
You're a step slow tonight.
Gotcha, Coach.
You got time. Keep grinding.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. Changes for Toronto. Ibaka comes in for Johnson. And Anunoby subbed in for Powell. And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Mark doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
So on the floor for Orlando, Al-Farouq Aminu is out there with Evan Fournier. Then it's Markelle Fultz. Then it's Che. And it's Bamba in at the 5. Here's Anunoby. That one's not going to go. The Magic go the other way with it. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Steve, the league has done a pretty good job of curbing player altercations. Some guys, always though, it seems, are going to be ready to go toe-to-toe and will not back down.
Patrick Beverly, Kevin, Draymond Green,
That's right.
James Johnson.
Yeah.
Those guys come to mind. They are ready to go from the tip. They are ready to go.
Siakam is checked in for Marc Gasol. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Orlando Magic. It's an 18-point game. Shea's shot is off.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized forward.
Orlando's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Now the pass to Bamba. Good, and the assist goes to Che. Bamba's got 9 points in the quarter.
He has still not missed a shot. Where would they be today without him?
Here's Siakam. And there it is for him. And the Raptors lead by 20.
Oh, great concentration from Siakam. Takes the hit, yet his eyes never leave the rim.
Here's Bamba, and it's plucked by Ibaka. And he's able to get it back. Toronto's gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range here in quarter number 3. Anunoby, good.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Magic shooting a hot 57% from the field in the third. Che drives in. Aminu against Siakam. And Aminu kicks to Che. Over to the wing. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Lowry's got the ball. Got that bucket in no time at all. Lowry's got 14.
You know, whether he's running the fast break or finishing it, Kyle Lowry is a handful in the open court.
To the middle. Aminu with the bucket.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Toronto leading by 22. Passes it to Anunoby. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Pass to Siakam. Down low. Here's Anunoby. Great pass to set up the lay-in. He's got 6.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Che passes to Bamba. Now here's Che. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Fournier. 5 to shoot. The 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Lowry's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The pass to Anunoby. It's stolen by Fultz. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. Passes to Bamba. And here's Fournier. Defended by Ibaka. 6 to shoot. Fultz with the ball. 6 points for him. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Lowry. Softly drops in the floater. Lowry's got 6 in the quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Pass to Bamba. Now Aminu. Defended by Ibaka. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. For Orlando, they have had an off night from the stripe tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
2 free throws for Aminu. Now, here's Siakam. To the left side wing. Payne drills the three-pointer. Payne's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors, rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be right back after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Payne. Also Thomas out there. McCaw is out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Boucher in at the 4 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Payne. A second chance effort. Shots good by Boucher. Boucher's got his first bucket of the night.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Pass to Birch. Back to Che. An easy 2 points on the layup.
He muscled that one in. Che unfazed by the physical play inside.
It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for Toronto. The pass to Boucher. Back to Payne. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Well, and lately we have seen star players changing teams more often. Shorter contracts. Player options. Smitty, is there any downside to any of that?
You know, I think the downside is from a fan standpoint, you get invested in a player and he's moved in like 2 or 3 years. I think it should be where if a player wants to sign a longer-term contract with the organization, that should be a rule in play. But right now with these shorter contracts and player options, there's going to always be a lot of movement.
Here's Che. Vucevic trying to get open. Sinks that one from the post. 14 points for Che.
Against solid defense, that's a nice little adjustment by Che.
And the foul called on Che. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. You know, Smitty, Commissioner Adam Silver has been outspoken in saying there will be a female NBA head coach, and he says it's on him to help it happen sooner than later. And, Steve, we already see many women in various categories in the NBA all over the league right now.
So true, Kevin. I love the diversity, and it's much needed in our league. And I would say Adam Silver has done a great job of taking us in that direction.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Passes it to Birch. Back to Che, and stolen by Payne. Out to the wing. McCaw kicks to Payne. Five on the clock. Here's Siakam. Birch grabs the board. The Magic have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Isaac passes to Che. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
You know what? His finishing ability is not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Here's McCaw. Pass to Thomas. The 3-ball. The shot that time, not on target. And Orlando the other way now. Murray left side. Che passes to Birch. Back to Che. Just 5 on the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Vucevic trying to get open. That one off the back iron and out. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Vucevic. Well, Steve, we keep seeing new arenas. Orlando making some changes. Gordon comes in for Vucevic. And Che. He's subbed in for Augustine. And that one falls for Johnson.
The 8th overall pick in 2015, Stanley Johnson was taken ahead of some great prospects, but holds tremendous potential himself.
Gordon kicks to Che. Murray outside. On the wing, Che. He's guarded by Johnson. They get it again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And he can't get the first one. Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Boucher is checked in. Patrick McCaw comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Davis is checked in for OG Anunoby. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Stanley Johnson. Ross on the wing. Che with it. Working on Payne. Gordon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And one of the more transcendent athletes in the game, Aaron Gordon, still has some untapped potential. He could make a big leap.
And Greg, we've seen Gordon playing in a slower paced system. He was asked to play at the small forward.
Not ideal, Kevin. He's better off as a small ball power forward, getting out in the lane and using those springs to rise over the D.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Murray the pass to Che. The dish to Ross. Che left side. Birch kicks to Murray. Shot from the wing. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. Che passes to Birch. Back to Che. He feeds it to Gordon. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. No good on the free throw. A lot of people think, Steve, there are 3 factors necessary to achieving organizational success. Ownership, and ownership. What do you think?
I guess it's ownership. I think it also comes down to trust. Trust in anything gets you a chance to be successful.
And, Steve, you know, it's just about establishing that culture, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think you got to have identity, a culture that everybody wants to be a part of.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Now, here's Gasol. He's covered closely. Comes up empty down low. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Magic. Che kicks to Ross. Good, and the assist goes to Che. Che's got 4 assists in the game.
When he gets a good look at the basket, Ross has no problem drilling a 3.
Outside Gasol. Outside Davis. Pass to McCaw. Just 5 to shoot. Gasol passes to McCaw. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Raptors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
A very solid win indeed, and when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Marc Gasol.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
And stolen by Payne.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
That's good from Payne. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now Che to the inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Great vision there from Ross to find the open man.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Outside Gasol. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme... It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. See you next time.
No one knows you. No one knows you. No one knows you. No one knows you. Yeah, I know you hear it. Boo! Boo!
All right, bro, peace.
Hey, Che, you got a second?
Yeah, what's up?
This is your first time leading the team in scoring. Do you think that helped you become more of a leader overall?
I think you have to earn that over time. You have to prove you're consistent. Anybody can be a scorer, right? But it takes a lot more to be a leader. Honestly, I don't think I'm there yet.
Great. Thanks, Che.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Yo, what's up, man?
I see you out there doing work.
Let's get going. We lost one game, not the end of the world. We just need to get back to work and clean up a few things. Let's get back at it. We have got to do a better job at getting the ball out in transition. We're leaving easy points on the table. All right, let's go. You got it. Come on. Hey, get going.
ball, huh? Come on, y'all. Hey, you hit that all day.
Very strong. Now let's move on to the next drill.
Turn it up! Turn it up! Hey, who got him? Let's go, let's do it! Come to me, come to me! Hey, hit me up.
Hey, stay focused in your workout today.
I'm here with the #1 overall pick.
This is Hack and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex, the official home of your Orlando Magic.
Get hip or get stumped.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everyone. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Orlando Magic at Amway Center. Well, for Orlando, they've only come out in front in one of their first 3 games so far, so a win tonight will be important to them, to be at 500 instead of 3 games under. Kenny, chance to watch Che, a guy known for not playing in a game once, sat out in protest at Bay City University.
Well, you know what?
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. And a whole season still ahead of us. But it's well worth seeing how the updated power rankings shake out. We'll take a look at the Hawks. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And right now for the Magic, they're happy with this latest stretch of games. This is the time of year for optimism. At this point, anything is possible.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. Smith and Trier, the tandem in the backcourt. And it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Orlando, Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and James checked in for the Magic. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach David Fizdale. He talked about the impact that Aaron Gordon can have, saying he's built for today's game with his mobility and strength. We've got to match his activity out there to have success. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Smith on the wing. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Shea drives in, so they take the lead.
Zero hesitation to take that on the inside. Shea aggressive on that one.
So for the Magic, their last game, a loss to the Raptors in Toronto. Here's Smith. Vucevic with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Fournier last touched it. Gordon against Randall. 6 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Inside, Gordon. The shot, no good. The Knicks go the other way with it. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, 2 bad ones, 1 good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
Stolen by Robinson. Here's Trier. He's guarded by Ross. Back to Smith. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And it's Shea missing. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for New York. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
And I don't know if I'm going to call these guys rivals, but as conference opponents, they're still familiar with each other. Neither team will want to give an inch in this first meeting.
Pass to Shea. Fournier for 3. The Knicks pull it in. Passes it to Barrett. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for the Magic. Isaac comes in for Ross. And a new group in for the Knicks. Portis, he's checked in for Robinson. Marcus Morris comes in for Randall. Knox, he's checked in for Alonzo Trier. And it's Peyton in for Smith. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. And you spend any amount of time watching Dennis Smith Jr., Greg, his leaping ability makes for some impressive highlights.
Kevin, he's got the size and the off-the-charts athleticism. Now just trying to figure out how to realize his obvious potential.
Pass to Gordon. He kicks it to Fournier. Magic moving the ball around. Isaac misses. The Knicks leading by 5. From 13, that missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. At the elbow, it's Bamba. Back to Che, and there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game for the Magic. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Fulton for Fournier. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. And it's the Magic with the ball. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
And taking a look here at some stats for Payton. Good season for him last year. Last season put up about 10 points a game, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he is in the game, a great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
Che kicks to Isaac. Now here's Fultz. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Fades away. And he overshot that one, missing. The Knicks leading by 7. Here's Knox. It's rebounded by Fultz.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Count that one.
Yeah, his instincts are on display here. Fultz, a really good passer, excels at setting up teammates for easy looks.
Here's Knox. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. To the middle. Here's Barrett. Rebound by the Magic. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
Well, you can do a couple things with turnovers. They committed too many, and then they didn't force enough. So a tough go in that category. If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Che passes to Aminu. Back to Che. Over to the left wing. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. Good, and the assist goes to Che.
And something about it, the game feels like it's slowing down out there for Che, who's seeing the whole court.
Here's Knox, guarded by Fultz. Morris, left side. To the left wing, shoots from the corner. Barrett, no good. Orlando's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Here's Che, makes it off the glass. And the Magic lead by 2.
Hard work inside on the basket. Che silencing some of the doubters out there in terms of his effort.
And the foul called on Che. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And 5 straight triple-doubles last season for Elfrid Payton, showing his all-around impact.
Amazing with his size and athleticism at the point guard position that he has that kind of versatility. That's some lofty company. I mean, 5 straight triple-doubles. What an amazing run by EP.
Faster pace now, Brent, in the NBA. This has become an endurance sport, and well-conditioned athletes are a must.
Obviously, Kevin, over the past couple seasons, the pace has picked back up. It's very reminiscent of the early 80s when you had the Lakers running, the Denver Nuggets running.
Yes.
You have these teams that are just flying up and down the floor. So as a fan, I think it's a wonderful opportunity, especially the closer you can sit, to watch a Russell Westbrook, to watch a Paul George, to see a Giannis get up and down the floor with such fluidity and grace and skill set. So the game opening up has also opened the eyes to the fans about just how great the athleticism of NBA players is.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Knox. Morris against Aminu. Morris kicks to Payton. From deep, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Orlando now. They're on an 11-1 run. Shea dishes to Fultz. Back to Shea. And Aminu kicks to Isaac. Fultz looking around. Shea passes to Aminu. Here's Bamba. It's stolen by Barrett. And they're moving it up. Here's Morris. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Magic go the other way with it.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Back to Peyton. New York moving it around. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Murray's checked in for Shea. On the floor for Orlando. And New York looking at who they've got. Smith and Trier, the tandem in the backcourt. Knox and Randall, they're the forwards. And it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. Knicks trail by 9. Smith up top, covered by Shea. Smith the pass to Randall. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Orlando's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. To the paint, Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
Now, this guy is just not a ball stopper. Shea gets his teammates involved, always looking. Great guy to play with offensively.
Here's Smith. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Basket counts. Gordon's got the lead up to 11 now for the Magic.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Trier passes to Robinson. Clock at 6. Smith on the wing. All sorts of time. Rebound by the Magic. Vucevic has got 7 rebounds in the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
It's Fournier on the wing. He's defended by Randall, and the basket is good. And the Magic lead by 13.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
And so it's Ross. He brings it up for Orlando. This is the most they've led by 13 points.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
New York's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4.
Well, the Knicks had a lot of turnover trading for expiring contracts. They did what they could to accommodate the wishes of a lot of vets.
Yeah, the problem right now for the Knicks is they're not inviting to a lot of free agents, and that's really where they're trying to make their play. So fascinating over the course of the past decade that New York has not been able to attract the top-tier talent. So building through the draft, Coach Fizdale hopeful that they'll land a star one way or another.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son, Philip, was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball. I think he will. Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report.
Showing some imagination that time on offense. Smith Jr. mixing it up with the defenders.
The pass to Vucevic. Shea inside. Covered by Smith. Stolen by Robinson. And now the Knicks on the break. And the basket by Knox. Knox has got his first points of the night.
Great long strides there from Kevin Knox and a beautiful hoop gliding down the floor in transition.
Vucevic dishes to Shea. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. At the number of trades now starting to involve stars. It feels like the league's power balance is always shifting to some degree.
Yeah, and I think organizations that are trying to stay ahead of the trend, Kevin, might think about, we might have a star for just 2 years. How can we get the next one? Backside of that, Kevin, is a lot of these star players are signing deals that are not extending to 4, 5, 6 years. You can't even do that anymore. So you get a guy for a couple years. What he wants to do is maximize his earning potential for 1 or 2 seasons, become a free agent again, and then look around the league where opportunities not only to win, but to also cash in. That's what's happening in today's game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Knicks trail by 17, and the foul called on Shea. That'll be his second foul of the game.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
And the Magic making a change here. Birch is checked in. And New York with a change here, too. Barrett's checked in.
That's an easy shot provided by Dennis Smith Jr.
Here's Shea. 6 points for him. Pass to Vucevic. Robinson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. Isaac's checked in for the Magic. Bobby Portis is checked in for New York. Shea kicks to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Back to Shea. Puts it up. Birch the pass to Gordon. Here's Fournier. They shoot again. The shot by Birch, no good. Knicks trail by 15. We've got 1:23 left now here in the second. Here's Randall. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Shea outside. Now Isaac. 5 points in the game. Outside Fournier. Pass to Shea. From 13. It's rebounded by New York. Smith outside. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's his first foul. With 1 on the clock. And so it's Aaron Gordon making things happen for Orlando. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball in. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. a new group in for the Knicks. Portis, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Gibson comes in for Julius Randle. Morris is checked in for Alonzo Trier. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Smith. That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Payton.
Well, saw the opportunity, did Elfrid Payton, and inside capitalized.
Shea is out there with Fultz. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Bamba, and it's Aminu in at the 4 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. 6 to shoot. Fultz with the ball. Over Payton. Another miss by Orlando. Here's Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
Putting that speed to great use. Once Barrett gets a step on the D, good night.
And for a lot of these kids, Greg, it's interesting how quickly teams expect them to get up to speed. Case in point, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, I mean, he had only the 1 year of college, already being asked to produce. Fortunately, he's very mature for his age and generally plays up to the level of competition. He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Pass to Gibson. Payton outside. Shoots a 3. Rebound by the Magic.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
And here's Fultz. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And liking how Fultz stays patient on offense. Outstanding at using the pump fake to draw defenders in the air. The rest is simple.
That free throw, no good. And Orlando. 5 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have a clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and Dick.
Will do, Coach.
Have you said to yourself at the beginning of that game?
Yeah.
Doing that.
Che, you got a second?
Yeah, what's up?
You did a lot of distributing tonight, leading the team in assists for your first time as a pro. How were you able to generate so many open looks?
I mean, I don't know if I did anything special. I just kept the ball moving. I found the open man, passed it to him, and he hit the shots. So shout out to my teammates for hitting open shots.
Cool. Thanks, Shay.
All right, guys.
Thanks.
All good, Ted. Good seeing you, brother.
Hey, Che, we still on for that one-on-one later?
What's up, Vin? Yeah, I'm down. What's up, Pat?
It's good to see you.
Up next, the Magic taking on on the sideline, David.
Well, almost all of the Greek Freak's points come in the paint. Giannis.
You're right, D.A. It'll be scary. Thanks. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. And it's Bledsoe. A good point for the Magic. Fournier's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And Chase subbed in for Terrence Ross. Milwaukee also making some changes. Ilyasova comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Korver in for Wesley Matthews. Korver gets a wide open look. They get it back. And Antetokounmpo laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Shea kicks to Gordon. Pulls up. Another miss by Orlando.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Shea dishes to Fultz. Orlando moving the ball around. Back to Shea. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And the Magic lead by 6. Bucks shooting down around 24%. Obviously, they've struggled. Bledsoe with it. Shea's there. It's good. 6 points for Eric Bledsoe.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for the Magic. Caspi comes in for Markelle Fultz. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Lopez is checked in, stolen by Bledsoe. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Vucevic to the pass to Shea. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the coaching carousel in Orlando for a few years has now become a point of stability.
Greg, there is no doubt Steve Clifford has done an amazing job in such a very short window of time. And that's after overcoming his own individual health concerns that forced him to take a 21-game leave of absence. What an incredible turnaround for the team and for Cliff himself.
Bamba passes to Shea. Another shot. The shot, no good. Hill with some nice D.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Orlando leading. Down low, the slam dunk by Aminu.
You know, you get the sense this guy, the 4 years of college ball helped. He plays at his pace, and he does it with such calm.
Here's Hill. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
Shea passes to Aminu. Siu, basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Boy, what a motor. Scouts questioned Shea's desire in college. No more.
For Orlando, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And Greg, after this season, Antetokounmpo will be eligible to sign a Supermax extension. The Bucks want him to stay happy.
The loss of Malcolm Brogdon last summer definitely stung.
trying to control costs, but you don't want to take a step back with Giannis's decision looming.
That is a combination of length and defensive instinct. Send it back, Mo Bamba.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
And there's the pass to Hill. No good with the triple.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Caspi dishes to Fournier. 1:53 left in the first. 2 points. That one goes. That's now 8 points for Che.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Connaughton. No points in the game yet for him. Korver, good.
Well, this is Korver's game, right? A phenomenal catch-and-shoot player. You know he's ready to fire on the catch.
And that one is good. And that's 10 points for Che.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Hill. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
I like when George Hill goes to the floater. That is not an easy shot, but he's worked on it.
Fournier passes to Che. To the middle. Bamba dishes to Che. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Hill kicks to Korver. Pass to Connaughton. Launches a 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Boy, Kev, how about the recognition of Kyle Korver? Puts the pass on time and on target. Makes it an easy opportunity for his teammate.
On the wing, Che. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Hill kicks to Korver. Lopez left side. Clock at 6. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. It's been all about Che for Orlando. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more in store for you right after this. Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step as a basketball player? Because I know this is just the beginning. I haven't even reached my potential yet.
I think he's already. On the floor for Orlando. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Ilyasova. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for George Hill. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Che. And it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam to the right side. Che passes to Vucevic, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Well, Lopez twice on the pipes. He has the length to do this every time on the defensive end.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the Magic broke a 6-season playoff drought. Nick Vucevic was the franchise's first All-Star in 7 seasons. It's been a long rebuild from the Dwight Howard era. We'll see where the team goes from here, but Kevin, they're happy to just be playing games that matter night in and night out.
All right, thank you very much, David. And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
Now always playing on fast forward. Bledsoe kicks off the break with a beautiful steal.
Here's Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Tstashe. Gordon's got 4 this quarter.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Bledsoe looking it over. And Bledsoe with the stuff.
Kevin, this guy, one of the most explosive drivers in the game. Eric Bledsoe leaving nothing to chance.
Passes to Vucevic. Magic moving the ball around. Gordon kicks to Tstashe. Pass to Fultz. Clock at 4. Converts on the jumper for the easy 2. Fultz has got 7 points in the game.
One of the keys as a perimeter player is always stay focused through contact. Markelle Fultz makes that shot despite the physical contact.
And the pass to Giannis. Almost, but it rolls out. The Magic trail by 7. Now here's Fultz. He has 7. Shea with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. And then Gordon with the dunk.
How effortless is a dunk for Aaron Gordon? He's ready for takeoff, gentlemen.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He kicks it to Korver. Bledsoe outside. That one goes in.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
You hear these defensive coaches in our meetings, Doris, talk about their players staying on a string, helping the helper. Help defenders in this league are important.
No doubt, and there are certain guys who are gifted defensively. Paul George, to me, was a Defensive Player of the Year category. Rudy Gobert, multi-time winner of the Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy is considered a great shot blocker, and no question that's the case, but it's because his defensive rotation is so good. Guys like Marcus Smart, the ones willing to give up their body, fly around the floor, be great anticipators. I mean, that impacts winning.
Aren't they fun to watch?
So fun.
Back to Gordon. At the elbow, it's Tstashe. And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Orlando, they have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11. Free throw, good. Tstashe.
I'll tell you, this guy gathered a ton of endorsements before even entering the NBA. So in light of that, you love how well-grounded Tstashe is.
And you look at this Magic roster, so much potential.
I think, Greg, they have done a great job of drafting to the style of play they want to play. Guys who want to get after it on the defensive end. Guys who can switch and slide on the perimeter. Guys who can protect the rim. That is the backbone of this organization.
The Magic trail by 7. To the inside. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to Bledsoe. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Vucevic. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Tstashe dishes to Fultz. Back to Tstashe. Inside. Good D by Lopez.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Korver, no luck. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Orlando. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, and defensively, boy, did they trust one another. Communicated well and just made it very difficult to get good looks in that one.
You knew they were on a string all night on the defensive end, and it always helps when someone got caught out of position, help was on the way.
And that one's good by Giannis.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Vucevic to the pass to Tstashe. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Murray. Another miss by Orlando. Milwaukee leading by 9.
And a 2-for-1 is there for them if they want it.
Well, you're trying to end the quarter the right way. It takes awareness and it takes discipline.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Passes it to Vucevic. Shoots it. That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
Nikola Vucevic with the bucket. Okay, sir, doing work.
Antetokounmpo against Gordon. Antetokounmpo looking it over. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Ilyasova out there with Robin Lopez. Then it's George Hill. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. Shea kicks to Murray. Back to Shea. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Bamba. Orlando moving the ball around. Fournier for 3. Kept alive Orlando. And that one, good. Bamba's got his first bucket in this one.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Hill passes to Ilyasova. And here is Hill. Lets it go with a 3. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Hill against Murray. Dishes it to Shea. Aminu down low. Good. And it's Shea picking up the assist. Shea's got 4 assists in the game. Hill passes to Connaughton. There's the pass to Korver. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Orlando trailing here. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Hill. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
I think this is one thing George Hill is exceptional at, drawing the defense into fouling him. Terrific getting to the foul line.
Milwaukee shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Murray. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Shea dishes to Bamba. Isaac passes to Shea. Excellent D there from Hill. Milwaukee leading by 4. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Out left to the wing. Outside Korver. Kicks to Giannis. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Korver, no luck.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there. Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
Antetokounmpo finds Ilyasova. Well, Ersan Ilyasova, a bit of a journeyman in the NBA, Greg, the last handful of seasons.
Good motor on the glass, and he can chip in for a 20-point game every so often.
We hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. Think that's true?
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Outside Korver fires the three, and there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Che. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 11 rebounds in the game.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Che kicks to Fournier. 1:49 left in the third quarter of the game. It's stolen by Korver. And here we go. Fast break. Korver's got it. And Giannis throws it down.
Boy, Kev, he's known Korver as a knockdown shooter, but what a pretty pass.
Pass to Aminu. Back to Che. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Aminu dishes to Bamba. And it's sent back by Lopez.
You know, it's blocks like that which make Lopez such a factor in the paint.
It's Giannis with the drive, and Giannis throws it down.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Bamba passes to Fournier. Aminu with it, shoots the three. Hill pulls it in. Hill's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Giannis, that's a two-pointer. Aminu grabs the miss. The Magic trail by 10.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Magic moving the ball around. Isaac finds Aminu. Shot clock at 6. Outside Fournier. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Now here's Giannis. He's covered by Isaac. From deep three-point range, off target. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Milwaukee on top. They're up by 10. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, GA, you know.
So the first of 3 is good, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
One thing we never questioned was the talent of Eric Bledsoe. What you love about what he has done now, he's shooting the ball better. He's become a more efficient player.
Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of them.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty...
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
You know what I like about a new season, Hornet? The games? Well, yeah, of course.